Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hi, Patricia. I know, stranger. December. Iran. Very few things are happening. But hopefully, there are some of y'all who are just sitting and, I don't know, watching something on Netflix or YouTube videos or even me coming and imposing myself on a Monday, and I thought today was Sunday. I thought today was Sunday. I am so disoriented. I have no idea what day it is. I thought it was Sunday today. Genuinely thought today was Sunday because I already planned that I was gonna go live on Sunday. And Elisa, I know I thought about you when I went to bed around 2 this morning. I'm like, is my watch correct when it says Monday? Because I thought it was Sunday. And I understand why. Because on Saturday, if I'm not, yeah, Friday or Saturday, I spent the entire day in bed. Once again, we are still on the journey of growth, which is quite aggressive on me. It's very aggressive on me. So my body was just like, listen, can you just lie down and don't move? Do you hear me? And so I was like, okay, I oblige. I shall not move. I ate for the first time on Saturday, the time when I woke up around 1. Been sleeping since the previous day. No eating. I think I went to the bathroom 4 times. Yeah, this getting old thing is not, it's not doing me good at all. I don't hear people complain about this as much as I am. Is that, are people getting old but not saying anything? Oh, I don't think it's embarrassing. I don't think it's embarrassing at all. Maybe the complaining part of it might be a little annoying because that's all you ever talk about. That, oh my goodness, today I'm experiencing a loose stomach, and my loose stomach has been going on for a couple of days now. If it's not that, it is something somewhere. Those are the things that I once upon a time used to hear people my age going like, "Oh my goodness, I woke up this morning with this pain in a place I didn't even think it existed." That's me today. Oh, you, yes, the doctor. I thank you. I don't feel now. I don't feel alone. Now I don't feel alone. You also thought it was Sunday today. I really genuinely thought today was Sunday. And this is the second time in a row this is happening because I did not experience Thursday last week. I don't know what I was doing on Thursday last week, but turns out the following day was a Friday. And when I kept hearing people say, "Hey, today is Friday," and I'm like, no, no, I'm busy correcting people. This old Mandala is correcting people that no, actually it's Thursday today. And people are looking at me like, is he okay? Today is actually no, it wasn't the previous week, it was the other week. Because from then on, I started tuning myself. And that's how I remembered to go to the YouTube event, which was on a Friday. Yeah, but then seemingly I kind of like forgot after that because I'm thinking today is Sunday. Clearly, my faculties are not with me. But, anyways, guys, let's talk. Today, this live is the last one this year. So let's talk about anything, everything, what's going on with y'all since the last time we saw each other. How are you recovering from our great loss of Mr. Ngome Zulu? I know I did say we don't have to talk about the trial, but I feel like there's a lot just hanging that I thought we would discuss sometime in January. I don't know. Please let me know what's on your mind right now. Or we can talk about highlights of the trial. What did you think were the highlights for you during the trial? Yeah, and but for me, I am mostly want to celebrate you, the clan members, you honorable clan members, and just show you how grateful I am. I may not be able to give you anything physically except words, to say thank you. Thank you for your support this year. It has been incredible, overwhelmingly incredible. And I've been so grateful to you guys, and you've seen me. Even though sometimes the sassiness of me does come out, especially to the 30 percenters. I try my level best not to address them at all, but hey, the sassiness just says, just for now, this is the last time, this is the last time, this is the last time, and I do what I have to do. Um, and your support, guys, has been absolutely incredible and highly appreciated. I know December fatigue. I'm sure you guys are just having a great time with your families. I'm I, I, I'm all for that. I am definitely all for that. But I still felt that we needed one last live before we head on to 2025. And but before we even talk about 2025, let's talk about now and responsibilities that we have, and must always remember these responsibilities because sometimes it's a little bit, I will not say it's difficult, it's not difficult at all. We tend to forget that we have responsibilities, and then we end up doing things that are going to jeopardize the well-being of our families, like drinking and driving, guys. Can you drink where you at, and always take somebody who doesn't drink? Listen, I am a professional driver. Some family members have become quite smart over the years because they know I'm not a person that drinks. Not that I don't. When I do, it will be once in a blue moon. And when I do it in a very strategic place, either at a home because I know I'm not going to leave, or I know that I am going to order an Uber going back home. And besides that, as well, I don't drink to get drunk to a stupor because I love controlling my mind and also having my 2 feet solidly on the ground. So I don't overdrink. If I have one glass of wine, that's it. And usually I will hold that glass of wine for hours. If I drank, I'll take a sip, and then the next sip will probably after 30 minutes, and then the next will be after another 30 minutes. I know that is how I do it. So the point that I'm making here is, please, can we be responsible? Because we do have responsibilities. I know some people. I've known people. Let me just give a practical example with my own experience. I've had family members before who always said, the ones that drank heavily, oh no, it's not gonna happen to me. Anyways, I'm a good driver. Okay, fine, you are a good driver, but are you driving other people's cars though? Because even myself, as a person who doesn't drink, I may think, oh, I'm a designated driver and I'm going to be responsible on the road, taking everybody home safely. And some dude who just returned or going somewhere and he is intoxicated right onto us. I've witnessed this before, and it is sad. So don't be that person this December, is all that I'm saying. I'm not saying don't have fun. Be strategic about it. Take a designated professional driver, somebody that you know has a driver's license and you know this individual and you trust this individual, that while you are lying in your bed or they're taking you to a hotel or Airbnb, you are safely there, and they also know that their car is safe with you if you are handing over your vehicle to this individual. Always have a designated driver, please. This December, don't be that person who is responsible for wiping out breadwinners of families. You know, we are right. We don't have trust funds that we are going to leave behind for our children. We don't, unfortunately. Maybe if we did, I would not have this conversation. Maybe I would have it, but a more at a mellow level, because I know that if anything happens to you, your children have a trust fund. to rely on probably until their own, I don't know, departure in this world. And them too will leave a legacy behind for their children. Generational wealth is what I'm talking about here. So please, begging you, I'm begging you, clan members, be responsible. All right? Be responsible. And you can invite me to a party if you have one. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I do get invitations from you guys. I get wedding invitations. I get umsebenzi invitations. I get hangout invitation, lunch, coffee, which I highly appreciate. Some of y'all have been to these what I would call them clan dates. And we'll have a great time, great conversation. That is how I know that the quality of my community is on a high. It's the conversations that we have outside of this community. And it's been consistent with the 7 people that I have had a one on one with before, and I'm talking like one on one, sitting opposite each other, either at Starbucks or some of y'all. You got money, y'all got money. You be like, let me take you to a fancy restaurant, and I'm like, okay. Who am I to say no? And it's been great. And I thank you guys. I thank you all. I thank you guys for the super thanks as well. I was able to buy so many things for this channel because that money doesn't come to me. It goes and get reinvested into the channel. Probably you have heard over the few months things that kind of like changed in terms of audio because I got the mic I've always wanted, and then on the expensive side I've done a lot. So that is highly, highly appreciated. Not only the super thanks, super chats, and super stickers, Azire. Thank you. Thank you, TD Anna. Thank you. Um Cynthia, thank you. So there's so many of y'all. So many of y'all. I highly appreciate the support that you have shown me. I know I'm a total stranger, and we some of y'all I've never even seen your face. In fact, most of y'all, I've never seen your faces before. But the type of relationship that we have built, it's of respect and absolute love, and I love that very much. You guys, some of y'all who have been here for a hot minute know that I'm actually a recluse. I don't know if you know what a recluse is. A recluse is a person who is a loner. I'm like, everything I do, it's on my own. I'm my own, everything on my own. I've had questions that I had to answer before. I'm not willing to answer them anymore, but that's who I am, and I'm comfortable with that. And I don't think it's going to change anytime soon, as some people had tried to impose change. They're like, well, that's like asking me to change from being a black person. I know it's not impossible with plastic surgery, but you asking me to naturally transform into a white from black to white or Indian, it can't happen. That's just my nature. That's who I am. I can't do anything about it. And recently, also because of the community that I've built with you guys, my social anxiety as well has decreased drastically. In the past, I will not meet anybody that asks me out. I'll say no. Like, if I don't say no, I will ghost you. I will totally ghost you. There came a time where a certain cell phone network had to do some drastic investigations because, for me, let's say we are in an event, and you this let me put it this way. I'm a recluse, right? Or and also struggle with social anxiety. But the ironic thing about me is that I got great social skills. If we meet and then we vibe, let me tell you something, it becomes difficult for you to let go of me. You'll be like, oh, you have to go now. This is another thing about recluse. Our social battery is always flat. It is always flat. So when I say I need to leave and you are enjoying my company, in my head I'm screaming, please let me go. I gotta go. But of course, I'm not gonna be rude. I will prolong it as far as I can. The moment I get a chance to escape, I'm out of there. And when I get home, I will literally destroy the SIM card and then get a new one. So you see why that network was starting to investigate. Like, why do you change your numbers in 1 year? I'll probably have changed it 7 times until I sat down with those investigators and said, listen, this is what I struggle with. And of course, there's no criminal activities that I am conducting with these different numbers. So if you know a number, if you know me and there was a number that I given you of mine, I can tell you right now, it no longer works. I'm using a whole total new number, which I haven't even given to my siblings yet. Now that I'm thinking about it, that's that's recluse. And you guys have healed a lot of trauma. Like when you are young and impressionable, these are the results of that. Where when you are an adult, you become afraid of things and you also become afraid of people and you become afraid of friendships. You become afraid basically to socialize because as human beings, we are social animals or social beings. And unfortunately, if you have or had a traumatic event, it kind of like yanks you out, like violently yanks you out to a point where like I think I feel better when I'm not going to go through heartbreak, disappointment, or fear of what if this happens again. All right. So I know I am letting you guys in a little bit. These are the things that I'm learning as well, since I have built a very strong relationship with you guys, and you make it feel so easy for me to open up, and I'm slowly am opening up. I don't know to what extent, but of course there are going to be boundaries, right? There will be boundaries. And I think I also know the type of person or people I should stay away from. And I think I've demonstrated this on this channel over and over and over and over again. And I did say that stupidity, I have no tolerance for it at all. Yeah, and some of y'all have seen this. I have no tolerance for stupidity. I've got no tolerance as well for callousness. I understand when a person makes a mistake and they quickly realize or recognize that they made a mistake, great. Then I can respect you. But stupidity, unfortunately, it's something that I'm afraid of because most of these people have nothing to lose. You do see it as well in the comment section. Uthi lo akafunsekile at all. Akafunsekile. And I did see somebody as well. I believe in my own opinion, ongafunsekile. And if you are watching, you need to check yourself. I posted pictures of me being at the YouTube event, and of course, I was with Bongani and Unoni. And I took pictures with both, but I posted pictures of me and Noni, and one individual decided to come and say, Niajola. Behind us is written YouTube Black. An intelligent person will say, oh, they're at the event, and probably this is the first time they're meeting each other, and they will take pictures and pose. I am Jolwin. The brain goes to the gutters. Like, how? I was music. Before I ask this question, how does it sound like? That's what you call intelligence. You ask yourself a question, and if it doesn't sound like how you would accept it, don't ask it. Unoni lives in the Western Cape. I live in Gauteng, and we met each other for the first time. Sister John, I come on, Fonseca, Fondiseca, please, our Fonseca. It's not an innocent question either. Because I know if you are watching and you want to defend yourself, Uzotai, it's an innocent question. Innocent questions, they are accompanied by intelligence where you are not sure. And now you are only confirming. You're like, I'm so sorry if I'm making an assumption here. And if it's a wrong assumption, I apologize. But I would like to know if you two are together. That's intelligent. And then I would have said, no, we're not. We colleagues, we're friends. We chat during the course of the year. On WhatsApp, we discuss a lot of things on WhatsApp, and not just me and Noni, me, Bongani, Mzansi Unfiltered, all the commentary commentators on the sense of me. We do talk. We have a friendship outside of our channels. So when we see each other for the first time, yes, we are going to pose for pictures and post them. We will do that. Imagine say Jola. Ah, come on, no man. I no. I think I'm going to sit having. I beg. So other than that, guys, on my side, I know there's a lot that I'm leaving out, and I'm just hoping we'll have a discussion out of the comment section as I go to it. Nelisa, why are you laughing at me getting old? You're gonna get old too. I hear with women at the menopause stage, there's hot flashes and irritation. Others, libidos, they get really high. All kinds of stuff happens to a woman at that stage. I think for men, we also go through this. It's just that men don't talk about it. I think I may be the only one that is actually talking about that process of aging. And right now, I think I'm getting used to it, and I'm always awaiting for something new that is going to pop up. I mean, I've been to Discam, I've been to Clicks, I've been to, of course, doctors. They're all the same medication they give to you. They'll say, take this medication, it does one, two, three, and four. And most of the things that are listed, I don't have that. I don't have that. Or interested in others, like, oh, it increases your libido, this one. I'm not as active like that for me to want. So the GPs I go to and the pharmacists, you would laugh, you would like seriously giggle when you hear the benefits of some of these medications. But you are saying, no, I want this going to deal with this specific issue, this specific issue. Yeah, I'm just letting you guys know if you're a man and you are 42, your 43rd birthday. Just letting you know. No. I even read a story. No, it wasn't a story. It was a TikTok video of a young black doctor who was sharing a story of a patient, a male patient, that he just did an operation on. So this individual apparently, which I kind of like had the same thing in the first 2 months. I think that will be like May, June. I was experiencing the very same thing or symptoms like this gentleman. When he sits on a toilet pan, he would also excrete blood. At first, I thought, oh my goodness, is this colon cancer? I went and checked it. No, I'm clean. But now, what with the blood issue? The doctor could not necessarily uh, pinpoint what where the source of the blood was coming from. I was asked questions such as, were you constipated at some point? I'm like, yeah, I do suffer from constipation, But when you do number two, I'm sorry guys for being a little bit graphic, but I'm gonna use alternative words. When you do number two, have you ever had a situation where the the shaft of the number two was too big for your thingy? And I'm like, no. Then I'm like, what would that mean? It would mean that, oh, okay, there were some injuries that would have happened when I tried to force it out. I would have struggled. What they call that word again? Fissure. They'll say I would have burst some nerves. So every time when I sit, the fissure obviously will bleed and it will come along with the number two. I was like, no, I don't remember. I don't think I have had a situation like that. So now this gentleman was having a similar issue, but his was at an extreme level because it kind of like created what do you call these blood clots that were just lining up to, when you have blood clots, that means out of the blue, while you are healthy, minding your own business, probably in a queue in a shop, or you're sitting with friends, hanging out, or you are at a soccer match at the stadium, next thing you drop with no warnings. Your heart stopped because your lungs have been clogged by the blood clots, right? I think it's called pulmonary embolism. I think that's the word. Pulmonary embolism. You can check it out on in the dictionary. Maybe let's do it now, so that if you ever going through something like this, run to the doctor, y'all. The run, because that could actually save your life, gentlemen. Pulmonary uh yeah, there we go. Embolism, as you can see, deals with lungs and all that stuff. So, a condition in which one or more arteries in the lungs become blocked by a blood clot. Most times, a pulmonary embolism is caused by blood clots that travel from the legs or really other parts of the body, deep vein thrombosis, etc. Symptoms include shortness of breath, chest pains, and cough. If you are having those symptoms, run to the doctor. You may have pulmonary embolism. So now that young doctor was talking about it, how he removed blob, a blob of it. And this gentleman was like 45 years old. I was like, I know what you're talking about. I mean, I did check and I was given advice to drink Disprin. Those Disprin are the dissolvable. Even like a solid Disprin will thin your blood. If you suspect you're having some kind of bleeding from the leg and other parts of your body, drink. In fact, it is advisable that all of us drink. We must have Disprin in our first aid kit. And it's also advisable that we drink the dissolvable one. You know, the one that fizzes in water every day, at least twice a day. That's what I do, twice a day. Ever since I've taken the Disprin, that bleeding stopped. It really did stop. I know I'm scaring you guys. I'm just giving you tips here on my own experience with aging. Other than that, I'm sorry. Okay, let's go to the comments. Tito, I hope I'm saying this correctly. I also thought it was Sunday today. Yeah, it does look like a Sunday, and it's also raining outside where I'm at. Lindani Dube, how are you, stranger? I haven't seen you in a long time. How are you doing? Hope you're doing fine. Marasandra, hello. How are you doing? Aurelia, how are you? So good to see you. JJVD, what's up, fam? What's up? Motherfish Fisher, thank you, Clancy, for informative session regarding Sensor Mayor trial fighting for justice, Baba. Thank you so much for always being here and trusting my own opinions, because this is opinion. Some people think it's a professional say. No, this is not ENCA or SABC, because some people are like, oh, this analysis is imbalanced. Go to them. Not here. Here I am talking as an individual, hence it's called Clantis Dumagute. That's the name of the channel. I'm not using academia or academic analysis. I am listening to this trial like an ordinary citizen of the country. I don't have to balance anything. That's not my job. My job is to make sure that the justice system, it works for all of us equally. And also, I must be able to see if I ever find myself in a situation with the justice system, I must understand my place, which we're not supposed to do. We're not supposed to understand our place because Section 9 of the Constitution says all of us, we are equal before the law, right? And we must benefit the same from the law. But clearly, in South Africa, some are more equal than others. So that is why I do what I do. So that I'm fighting in case I ever find myself, I'm fighting for my own fairness and also the fairness of every South African citizen. So now when you say balance, balance, your thing is unbalanced. Well, you are in the wrong channel. Totally wrong channel. So Molofish, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I highly appreciate you so much for the support. Dedito says, thank you, Clantis, for taking your precious time to give us analysis on the Maywa case. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it so very much. Much, very much. Patience says, hi, Clan. My highlights of this year is where maybe the problem with Senzo's case is not the person, but the weapon that killed him, allegedly. That's actually a very good one because we are hearing stories that are popping up. Stories are being popped up, which I believe that Mr. Gomez Zulu was going to reveal. I think he had a lot up his sleeves for Mr. Gidinda. I think he did. And the weapon itself, I believe, must have been one of those pain points that he was going to ask Mr. Gidinda. That's my opinion. I'm not saying it is true, but I'm from the way you are hearing things popping up, you're like, oh, okay, 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 okay. All right. So no, thank you so much for the support over the months of 2024 in this matter. Pumzilla say hello, hello Pumzilla, how are you doing? Pumzilla continues to say thank you, Clan, for all the update about Senzo's case. You real play big role. Oh, you really played a big role with information and analysis of the and I'm sorry, an analogy of the case. May God bless, may God bless and protect you till we meet again 2025. Wow, this is beautiful. Thank you so much, Pumzile. I appreciate that. You see, when you guys have this level of gratitude, you don't know what it does to one's psyche. Of course, I can't wait for 2025 so I can do more. You see, it's very encouraging rather than people just quiet because there's a lot goes on behind the scenes. I know I never shown you guys what happens when 10 o'clock hits and then the first short adjournment happens. The level of chaos in the background to make sure that the first video of the before the short adjournment is over, and then you get the video at 12. That hour is chaotic because it's only 15 minutes, and then I have a commentary, and then I have to film and then edit. If you know anything about YouTube, editing is a nightmare, a nightmare. So you try your level best to put everything without posing and biting your tongue and also having speech impediments, and then you have to cut all those parts out. It's a lot. So when I see messages like this, it's all worth it. I promise you, it is all worth it. And I am grateful to you all, Lucy as well. Afternoon, Climb. Thank you for the informative update throughout the year 2024. You made it so easy for me to follow and understand the case. Much love from Namibia. Oh man, you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? This wants me to do more and more and more because I know there are people that are dependent on this. Not only are they dependent on this, but they're also grateful. I love you guys. Honestly, you have no idea. Elizabeth says Fisher in an okay. Fisher in oh yes, yes. I get you now. Yeah. Those yes, absolutely. Elizabeth continues to say pulmonary embolism, you're engraved. Yeah, huge, huge, huge danger. Medical emergency, definitely. But you can also prevent it yourself by drinking Disprin, specifically, apparently, Disprin. And I've seen it myself. Disprin actually does work, and it really does thin your blood. You even see the thinness of your blood if you're ever bleeding. Instead of it being thick and dark red, you see it red and a little bit lightish if you are taking. I take two what do you call these things? It's not capsules. What they call those circles? I would just say discs for the lack of a better word. I take two in the morning, two in before bed. That's how I am trying to chase away, if ever, because you never know when you're having these things. That's what it's called a slow. They call it what? Not a slow death. Um, I know it's a sudden death. Uh, there's a word for this. Okay, when I remember, I'll tell you. Linda says, I'm fine, Glenn. It's been long. Yes, it has. I hope you're okay. Are you okay? You say you're fine. Okay, good. Namaswazi, hello, Namaswazi. Sawubona san, sawubona to you too, ma. How you doing? And family, siyabonga usiphathe kahle yo. Usebenzile nge-podcast yakho nokuthi siyali understand icala is because of your analysis, Yabonga Sal. Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love the fact that you guys this year you learned more about me that I'm a coconut and in as much as I'm a Zulu, I'm horrible at reading it. Understandably so, those of you that are new, the story is the same. That one that you probably have a family member who's been in white schools and yeah, all that stuff. Yes. Kolani Mbanza, how are you doing, Kolani? Welcome to Gugala. Welcome. Hey, Gugaland. Hey, hey, where Mr. Mbanza again? Kuyafiwiwa. Kuyafiwiwa. I was looking at, I have this tendency now. I don't know what you want to call it. I now look at people around my age. No, 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 around my age. Those are now a little bit older. I'm talking like people in their 50s. There is something about them that you tend to ask, did you always look like that growing? Like I always want to see they if they ever took pictures when they were younger. And I'm talking 20s, 30s, and possibly that first half of their 40s. Because I want to see the difference about them when you look at a man and you look at his greatness, I'm talking those in the 50s, you look at their greatness, whether this person has money or middle class or even what do you call this, a guy on the street. You look at their greatness and you're like, is this how you always look like? What did you go through to get to this point? And there are those 50 something year olds. I shame. Hey, 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 Labana. Hey, Bashlo Puti. You're like, I go, how do I get there as well? The hair, the style, the way they talk, and the way they carry themselves. Even with the way they drive, the way they hold the steering wheel. Like, Gampella, this is what you've always done. I cannot speak about the women because I'm not a woman, But I do see women when they change because I always understood that a woman at a particular age, there's going to be some metamorphosis going on. And I've witnessed that myself with my female family members and how they've transformed my little sister, who is now 34 or something. Herself, she's transforming into this absolutely beautiful human being. So that part I always do. It's the male part that I have never paid attention to until I started going through the Google Land symptoms that I'm going through. Hey, Buffet, to sometimes some people they don't even look their age. I'm talking males. They don't look their age at all. You get shocked that you excuse me, you said what? You are 60, but they look like they 35. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. We'll see when my process is over. Y'all be able to tell me that, listen, client, you changed. This is Kolani again. Welcome to Google and to Magud. This naming of days in our age is just a guide and only matters to those who are still young as they have a lot of distance to cover. That's what Kukana. I see them. Back in the day when I was a youngster myself, when somebody says, I am 40, you old, your eyes would just go wild like, wow, you old. Now look who's here. Them two will get to this point. If Mactua is on the logic, this is the truest one. The age thing, in a blink of an eye, you are 40. Recently, you were 19. Out of the blue, you are like 40. And you ask yourself, wait a minute, what happened to the 20 years? What was I doing? What was I in some kind of a coma? No, you were busy calling names at old people. So yeah, I get you. I get you. That's a cooker now. Then we have Don Below who says, hi, Clan, regarding you're still alive. Oh, I'm still alive, yes. I'm still here. I'm still pretty much here. I hope you're doing well, Don Bilem. Elizabeth says, Ecostrin, I would use instead of this brand because it protects your inside of. Oh, really? Let me just know that as well. Let me know that. Ecotrin. Okay. See, I wrote it in a piece of napkin, but I will remember. Don't worry. Because I am going for some shopping tomorrow. I will add that. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love that. Thank you. Yeah, you see, when you are in your 40s, you look for solutions. You do look for solution. Dimakato says, hi, CD. Kid Dimakato. Hi, Dimakato. How are you doing? Thank you for the information and videos you shared with us all the way from Bloemfontein. How are you doing? The city of Rose. How are you? How are you? How are you guys there? Dimakato, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate the support as well. We'll do more next year. More. Karamo says Silent Kid. Yes! Yes, Karamo. How could I not remember that? Silent killer, indeed. The pulmonary embolism. That's what doctors call it. The silent killer. Because it can happen at any time. Anytime. And that is what I don't know. I apologize if I'm making an example of Vuyombuli. I think that's what happened to him. Remember, he was at the rugby field, I mean, rugby game. It was in Bloemfontein, if I remember. Next thing, this guy gyms, and apparently people that go to the gym. Yes, yes, yes. I remember the doctor told me that. If you are at the gym and you always use the gym, you need to regularly check for blood clots because accidents do happen at the gym. A weight can fall on you, or you might pull something and then it bleeds without you noticing that you have pulled something somewhere in your body, and then those blood clots travel to your lungs and block them, and next thing, and nobody knows what happened. So I think that what may have happened to him, I don't know. I don't know what the autopsy said, but I suspect that may have happened. I don't know. Just be careful, guys. Please be careful. Yeah, it's called the silent killer. Karabo says that you are. Yes, indeed. That was what I was looking for. I was looking for exactly that. Thank you, Karabo. Lufati says you metamorphosis. I know human beings don't morph. It's insects that do. I understand. But then, what do you call a human being? Evolution? Humans evolve? Is that would that be the correct way to say it? Because I know insects are the ones that metamorphosize. It was for a lack of a better word. I think we evolve. Yeah, I think that for humans is evolution. Lufata says, I am 49 female and looking stunning. I love that. People think I'm in my 30s. I have met a lot of women that are in their 50s looking 30s. Like, what are you taking? Give us the secrets. I've also met a 75-year-old that looked 25 this year. And I had to get all the evidence I could. He put his driver's license, he put his ID number, showed me his children, who themselves are old men, older than me. And of course, I was like, what's the secret? I want to age like you. And of course, you know how they say black don't crack, which is true. So yeah, I have come across a lot of people that don't look their age at all. So Lufate, definitely at 49, looking in your 30s. I hope your husband can handle it when you are out there with him. I read Mageba Unjani. I'm with you. I'm in with my likes. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please like the live, guys. Please do not leave without liking the live. I highly appreciate that. Then we have Elizabeth who says, if you sit for long hours, always exercise your leg and feet. Yeah, absolutely. Even also when you're having like a long haul flight, you've got to get up on the flight. And these days, most of what do you call fuselage of the aeroplanes by the how do you call that? The gala? Wait. Is it a gala where the kitchen is? The spaces are a little bit wide these days, especially by the door into the galley. Yeah, it's called the galley. You can stand there and exercise. Do some little squats and all those little exercises. You can do them there, but you can even walk up and down the aisle, do like laps around the aisles, and you should be good. You are absolutely right there, Elizabeth. Are you in health or the health sector? Guys, it's so typically South African time of the year. Ultramel has come out to play. I have it right in front of me. Tomorrow I'm going to get assorted biscuits. It's a crime that on the 24th of December, it's only then I will have it in my house. A crime. I need to be arrested. Let's see. Patience. Hi, Patience. I love being team defense on Senzo Meiwa's case during the court proceedings. People think that this is what we are all about, which is not true. We are about justice. Justice applied fairly. And because we are seeing discrepancies in this case, of course, we are going to be team defense because they've been built a man-made Mount Everest to climb, and that's unfair. So yeah, I'm with you, patience there. But we are all about justice, and justice should be served on the people that were with Senzo Mewa in his, in his girlfriend's home in Fos Loras on that fateful night. That's where justice needs to be. Yeah, I'm with you there, patience. They just say the patient make the two of us, all of us, as the clan members, all of us. Tobile, hi, Mr. Clantus Dick. Thank you. How are you doing? It was nice to be with you in this year 2024. Oh, guys, don't make me cry now. I will always let you guys know that I'm a cancer. If you don't know us, go check. We cry babies, especially when act of kindness, we witness an act of kindness, somebody says something beautiful to us. I won't a deal. I'm like done. You know, I can't wait to see you next year when you break down the Sons of Maywa trial. Yeah, we come back on the 8th of January. It's going to be interesting to see how what's his name, Moses Sibia, how he goes. I think it might go with Nisi. That's my prediction with this matter. And I think he should go with Nisi in this matter. And I've seen people say, why doesn't he get a whole new set of lawyers? And from what I heard, if that had to happen, that means the trial will have to be postponed for at least another 3 to 6 months. But other people are saying a whole year because this new team will have to familiarize themselves with absolutely everything, including watching the uh, the, the the tapes for the what do you call this, the trial, maybe going as far back as the first one, which I don't think they'll have to go to the first one. They have to come to the de novo one, go through the trial within a trial, and then come to where we at right now. And I think that is going to the plus. They'll probably have to hire investigators who are going to do a whole scenario of what exactly happened on that day. So it's going to take a lot of time versus utilizing lawyers that have been in here and understand what's going on and probably even have the evidence to rebut everything that the state has tabled in this case. So you have people that are saying no, get new ones, and you have those that are saying no, let's continue with the ones, the ones that I'm also of the view. Let's continue with these ones. Choose one of them. Whether you choose Umalo, you go back to Mramasipili, or you go to Miss Mshololo or Mnisi, at least they know what's going on. They've sat through this. And on top of that, they have spoken on your behalf as well before because it is a charge by what do they call it? Common purpose or something like that. So yeah, so definitely next year we are going to see each other. Elizabeth says yes, clan. Oh, okay. So you are in the medical field. Oh, makes sense. It makes total sense. Thank you for that advice you gave me about the Ecotren. Is it Ecotren? Yeah, I'll check. You see now, I am more comfortable going to get the Ecotren because hey, you are a person of authority in this. So definitely. I see there are no more comments coming through. I don't know. I get it's Monday. Probably some people are still at work. Others are just enjoying themselves with their families. I'm happy to hear that. That is what I want to see for you guys, the joy and the happiness in your heart. But again, I just want to say thank you guys for this year. This was an incredible year. Even though at some point it got a little bit dangerous, but we got everything under control. You know, we arrested everything and then we put it under control and let known those forces that you try it, you shall be exposed. Because the question is, if what I am doing on my channel with my opinions are something to do something harmful to me, then we have to ask about the trial and the nature of this trial. If you believe this is a legitimate case against those five people, then why are you coming at me? Why? That's the question that needs an answer. Why are you coming after me? Because I shouldn't be a threat to you. If you are confident that this is indeed a legitimate trial, then you should actually encourage me as a South African citizen to express my point of views as long as I do not cross the line. That's it. Why now you're coming with tactics to try and shut me up if this is a legitimate case, right? So, other than that, there were more good than evil. And I'm so grateful to each and every one of you. Your prayers, I do know that. I do feel when I'm being prayed for as well because I'm intuitive person. And I love that. And I appreciate each and every one of you for doing that. I don't know what words can describe how I feel about you, but I know we don't know each other. But I know inside in here, the love that I feel for you, it is unconditional and indescribable. That's how I feel. Let's see, Mujalifa says if they get a new lawyer, the things they missed that now Gininda is saying, it will be easy for them to use the new lawyer to recall those witnesses and revisit those points. Okay, I see your point. You make a very valid point there because a new eye might see things a bit different. I didn't even see some people suggesting the white lady. I think I don't know which, I can't remember where she was from. I was quite impressed with her as well, but I don't know. I'm not for postponement of this matter. I am absolutely not in favor of it. But Mujalifa, I hear you, which is quite persuasive, I must say, what you just said there. Very persuasive. Now you're going to make me think. Now you're going to make me think. TFJ says, Ngagiti Zulu, this case was going to be trial under the tree workshop. Which I, who, who were going to be in the dock, though, is what I want to know. Workshop. Why Shambox? That's no longer a trial. That is no longer a trial, though. And we were going to find the unalive Goku Shesh. I get you. But yeah, my Shambox. It's good that you say Shambok, not because I am Konto. Patience says maybe our good God protect us all. He is faithful to all of us. Absolutely. I absolutely have no doubt about that. If they find someone like the late Ngome Zulu, run with it while you're still doing catch up. That would be great if they found somebody Ngome Zulu left huge shoes. Those shoes are too huge to fill up. But I'm sure there is somebody out there. I'm sure there is definitely somebody out there. Um, yeah, let's pray, guys. Let's continue being faithful and trust the process that the truth will eventually come out. I'm still of the view that somebody's conscience of the people that were in the house is bothering them. It's only a matter of time before that consciousness takes precedent. Hey, all hell will break loose once that person does. And I hope it's Tumelo Madlala. That's my prayer. That's my prayer. Other than that, guys, I think this is it. I appreciate you all for being here. It's an hour now since we been here. I just want to say to you all, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and guys, I wish you every best of luck in your endeavors in 2025, whatever they may be. Remember, faith, it is not being how do I put it? It's not always thinking about that thing. Believe in whatever dream you have and forget and keep it moving to new things. But I'm telling you, God heard it. And one day you'll be shocked when you've forgotten. You're like, wait a minute, did I actually pray about this? It feels like magic in most cases. So for 2025, have faith, even that of a mustard seed. You will see how you hop over mountains in 2025. And I wish you everything of the best, you and your families. I want you to come back in one piece in 2025. Let's continue doing this because it's the right thing to do. All right? Puzele kai or puzela ngasekai. If you are not going to puzela ngasekhaya, have with you a designated driver because that's who I am this December. A designated driver. And I hate driving, guys. Hate it. But to save lives, gotta do it. You gotta do it. Matilda says, hi, clan. Have enjoyed your podcast a lot. Keep the good work in 2025. Thank you so much, Matilda. I highly appreciate you. Guys, Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. Don't forget to write down your New Year's resolutions. I believe in them. Put also a vision board. You putting it out there that this is what I want to achieve. They don't have to be too many things. Five maximum goals that you can actually reach. Okay, can be big, can be small, but I will say to finish an elephant, you eat it one bite at a time. All right. Other than that, let's see each other in 2025. I love you guys. I'm now having separation anxiety. I love y'all. Clan, hi Clan. Love when you rub your two ideas together. That's what we do on this channel. We rub our two IQs together and spark our own opinions because that's who we are. We are not lawyers, we are not judges, we are not legal experts. We're just ordinary people who are seeking for justice and making sense of what's going on in the courtroom the moment we are done hearing the nonsense that is coming from the state side. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Mwah. Love y'all. We'll see you next year. All right, which is literally in 2 weeks or a week and a half. Okay, this thing has changed a bit. Okay, there we are. Found it. Bye. Love you.